Yo guys, what's up? I got the place for you guys for the Thursday night football game between the Commanders and Packers. We have a great game. I got a great video here for you guys. We're going to hop into it in 1 second. We're going to be trying to turn 100 into over $300 with just two picks in this video and without using any of your own money. So before we get into that and I explain how that works, first, go ahead and make sure to drop a like on this video. I really appreciate it. It takes 1 second. It's free. It just helps me out so much. Every time we get anywhere to 400 likes, it's insane, incredible. So thank you guys so much for the love and support on this channel. It means the world to me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel either. I post free picks on this channel every single day for you guys for college football and NFL. So subscribe to the channel so don't miss the future videos. It's going to help you out as well. We just were 10 yards away from cashing a three-leg on Monday Night Football, but a lot of people did take that Caleb Williams discount, and they did cash the three-leg. So if you did that, happy I could help you guys make some money. But with that being said, let's hop into the video. So like I've talked about the last few intros, right here, you got the Sleeper app, you got the Parlay Play app. These links will be down below in the description of this video. It is by far the best thing you could do when it comes to sports betting. So when you download the Sleeper app and the Parlay Play app, right away, they're going to ask you if you have a promo code. Make sure to type in code GHOST before you deposit. It has to be before you deposit, but as long as you have code GHOST locked in on both of these apps before you deposit, they will each give you $100 for free, and Sleeper will give you 2 free discounts for this game on Thursday. So just by using code GHOST on Sleeper right now, you get $100 deposit match, a free Terry McLaurin square, and a free Jaden Daniels square. So I highly recommend it. If you've ever thought about getting on Sleeper before, today is the day to do it. It is the best day because you got 2 free squares and $100 deposit match. Just make sure to use code GHOST. And then Parlay Play again, $100 deposit match when you use code GHOST. So again, those links are down below. Just make sure to type in that code GHOST before you deposit so you actually do get your free money and your free squares. And then again, when you get that free $100, if you want to ride and tail this play along with me, you could put that free $100 down on this play. And if that cashes, you will turn it into over $300. I'll show you the Parlay Play and Sleeper squares or plays that I got locked in at the end of this video. But before I show you that, let's talk about the plays themselves. So the first play we have in this game, and just talking about how I think the game's going to go. Right now, the Packers are favored to win this game. I do think the Packers will end up winning this game, and that actually goes right into the first play. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be taking Brandon McManus over 1.5 field goals. So normally you see the line at 1.5 field goals, regardless of who the kicker is or who the team is, unless it's a really bad offense and a really bad team, like, I don't know, maybe the Panthers or the Saints. Other than that, no, hey, if you're a Panthers or Saints fan, I'm sorry, okay? But you all know, I mean, let's be real, your offense isn't the greatest. But regardless, normally the line at 1.5 field goals is a goblin. So the fact we're getting this at a normal line, I do like that already. It's a solid payout just because of that. By the time kickoff happens, it's probably going to be a goblin by that point. So try to get this locked in while you still can, so it's still a decently high payout. But 1.5 field goals for Brandon McManus. He did this pretty much every other game last season. If you go back and look, he had at least 2 field goal attempts in a lot of his games. And that looks like they just took it down right now. So while we're recording, you guys see it right here. They literally just took this down while we're recording, which kind of sucks. But I mean, it's still fine. We're going to just be taking him over on his fantasy score. That's fine. I mean, 8.5 fantasy score, I was going to take this anyway. The reason I didn't is because at the end of the day, if he doesn't hit 2 field goals, he's probably not hitting this. But I mean, right here, guys, by the way, let's just talk about it because I've talked about it before. I don't like the Prizepicks app, okay? I mean, a lot of people I know love it. It's popular. That's why I use it for these videos, but I just don't love it. And that right there is a great example why. Why do you have 1,000 goblins and 1,000 demons on your app? Just give me a normal line, please. But anyway, we're taking the over 8.5 fantasy score. Then that is fine. On Prizepicks, you can take this. On the other apps, you can still take 1.5 field goals. They're not going to take that line down. Those apps never do. They're better apps because of it. So you could take 1.5 field goals over on Sleeper or Parlay Play. But regardless, 8.5 fantasy score. The reason I like the over in this game, if you look at what happened in the Washington Giants game last weekend, Giants did not score any touchdowns. They just hit 2 field goals. So already Washington is playing pretty decent defense so far this season, holding teams to kick field goals, forcing them to kick field goals. So I like that first game and how that looked for the Giants. On top of that, the Packers this weekend do have the highest team total out of Vegas right now. Every sportsbook casino is projecting them to score the most points out of any NFL team this weekend. So I already love that. Fantasy score, again, that's why I don't even hate this line. I mean, again, he's probably going to have to hit 2 field goals anyway. And then we're just hoping he gets a couple PATs from some touchdowns. But again, if they have the highest team total of the weekend, it is always a good bet to take the over on the kicker for the team that has the highest team total. Because obviously, if they're scoring, around 30 points in this game, the odds that he goes over 8.5 fantasy score, pretty high. I mean, he could either get there with just 3 field goals, or he could get there with 2 field goals, some PATs. There's a bunch of different, addition, whatever you want to call it. There's a bunch of different ways he can get the over at 8.5 fantasy scores. So I like that line right there. That's fine. Again, okay, 1.5 field goals is back up. I don't know what's wrong with this app, guys, but you get the point. Either take Brandon McManus over fantasy score or field goals made. I don't care. Just take the over on Brandon McManus. They're going to score a ton of points. It's a primetime game. There's always a lot of field goals in primetime games. I like that play a lot for the Packers. So we're going to be taking him over on that. The second leg we have, this is just can't even say the word, man. This is a dumpster fire so far with Prizepicks. But regardless, second pick, we're going to be going to Eckler. Now, this is my favorite pick of the game anyway. So whatever just happened with Brandon McManus, that's just a headache. But this is my favorite play, so this is where it's really important. We're taking him over 4 targets. Okay, I love taking running backs over on targets. You guys just watched on Monday Night Football with DeAndre Swift. We took him over 3 targets, which was a stupid line to begin with. The first 2 plays of the game, they passed to DeAndre Swift. So that play was a lock of the century. We're going to be trying to do it again here with Austin Eckler. Last season, he got right around 4 targets almost every single game, as you can see here. 4 targets in this game. If you guys don't know, if you didn't watch the Lions-Packers game last weekend, the Lions running backs, Montgomery and Gibbs combined, had 16 targets. So they forced to pass to running backs a lot, especially with Micah Parsons on this defense now. They get to the quarterback very quick. Jaden Daniels is going to have to make a lot of quick decisions. It would not shock me if Jaden Daniels has 16 rush attempts or Austin Eckler has 7 or 8 targets in this game. Either one would not shock me, but he's going to have to make very quick decisions, whether that's taking off or whether that's dumping it off to Austin Eckler. But at 4 targets, I think almost worst case scenario, obviously he could just get maybe 3. I like the line at 4 and not 4.5. Obviously, if he hits exactly 4, it ties. No big deal. It is what it is. We don't lose or make any money. It's just a push, and that's fine. But I do think, again, he should get over 4 targets in this game. Just watching the lines every single snap, they got right to Jared Goff, and he had to dump it off to Jahmyr Gibbs or Montgomery. So 16 running back targets last week for the Lions against the Packers. Now Washington playing them. Austin Eckler gets every single running back target there is, basically. So I do like him over 4 targets in this game. That line hopefully does not bump before kickoff. But if you guys want to play it a little bit safer, I mean, him at 1.5 receptions, great line too. I just like Austin Eckler receiving in this game. So that's going to be the 2 plays I have for you guys for this Thursday night football game here between the Commanders and Packers. To show you guys again, if you use code GHOST, sleeper or parlay play, you get a $100 deposit match. If you want, not a financial advisor, do whatever you want with that $100. If you want to spread it throughout the weekend, that's a fantastic idea. But for the risker guy, the people that are risky, if you want to throw that free $100 down on this play on Sleeper, this is what it's going to look like over on there. Parlay play, it's going to look just like this. And I've said it before, I'll continue to say it. Parlay play has the best payouts out of any app I've seen. So they are paying $335 if this play cashes right here. Prizepicks obviously just paying $300. So this is a very good payout on parlay play. 95% of you guys watching probably don't even know of this app, don't have this app. But I'm telling you guys, I've had it for over a year now. The payouts are ridiculously good. I'd highly, highly recommend to get parlay play and throw this play down on that app. And again, when you use code GHOST, you get $100 for free anyway. So if you end up missing these plays and you put $100 on it, you don't lose any of your actual money. So it is what it is. But if you cash, we're going to cash for a ton of money today on Thursday Night Football if these plays hit, which really, really hoping they do. But again, these are the 2 plays I got for you guys for these games on Thursday. Again, make sure to drop a like on this video. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Again, post free pick videos for you guys every single day, so don't forget to subscribe so don't miss any of the future videos. With that being said, these are the plays I got for you guys for the game on Thursday. Good luck with all your bets, and I'll catch you in the next video.